The boys play Aberdeen tonight in the Scottish Cup final as we look to complete a domestic treble. We will go over the build-up to that match in today's video whilst discussing the huge transfer news as we have found a Kyogo replacement. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. There may still be one game left to play this season at Hampden, but Celtic have already set the wheels in motion for the 2025 to 2026 campaign. With no fixtures scheduled at Celtic Park until July, the club has taken advantage of the quiet spell to carry out major work on the stadium surface. The pitch has been completely ripped up, with drone footage from Glasgow revealing that the turf has already been removed and groundwork is well underway. A brand new surface is now being installed with the intention of giving Brendan Rodgers the perfect platform for his style of play when the team returns to action next season. Rodgers has made no secret of how much importance he places on the pitch and the role it plays in Celtic's attacking philosophy. He wants his side to play quick, free-flowing football and believes a well-maintained surface is key to executing that vision. With the rigours of a long season which has included fixtures in 4 competitions, it was definitely time for an upgrade. By beginning the work now, the club is ensuring that the team will return in the summer to a surface capable of matching their ambitions. The early effort reflects a clear intent to give the manager and players the best possible tools to hit the ground running next season. Now for the main story, Celtic had scouts in the stands on Friday night as Telstar striker Youssef El Kachhati fired his side to promotion with his 23rd goal of the season. The 25-year-old has been one of the standout players in the Dutch second tier and is now attracting serious attention across Europe, not least from Celtic, who are planning for a busy summer in the transfer market. El Kachhati, who is out of contract this summer, is available on a free transfer and could represent a smart bit of business for the Hoops. Dutch pundit and former player Hans Kraaij confirmed that the Moroccan-born forward is firmly on Celtic's radar. He said, "He has had contact with Hanover and he has contact with Schalke. Celtic is also in the stands for him. I'm very sure of that," he said. With Kyogo being sold back in January, Jota ruled out until at least February as he continues his recovery from injury and interest mounting in Nicholas Kuhn, Celtic will be looking to bolster their wide and forward options ahead of the new campaign. El Kachhati, who is comfortable operating both centrally and out wide, could be a flexible and low-risk addition for Brendan Rodgers as he prepares to reshape his squad for another tilt at domestic dominance and Champions League progression. Whether Celtic firm up their interest with an offer remains to be seen, but with the player available for nothing and proven goal-scoring form, it's easy to see why the Parkhead scouts are paying close attention. In other news, James Forrest's last-minute equaliser against St Mirren last weekend was the highlight of Trophy Day. With the strike, the winger became the first player in club history to score in 16 consecutive seasons, rounding off title day with a bit of history and sending Celtic Park into raptures. It wasn't a vintage performance from Celtic by any means, and they looked to be slipping to a rare home defeat before Forrest, wearing the number 49, popped up in the 49th minute of the second half to find the net. Brendan Rodgers admitted he and the rest of the squad were desperate for Forrest to score. This is what Rodgers had to say. "I was so happy. My first spell here, he was great. Coming back, obviously there were other players ahead of him now, but what he showed last year, he was a real catalyst. Him and Adam made a real catalyst for us from February onwards. Everyone probably wanted him to score more than he did. He wanted to score, but he's still doing it. I'm watching him in the game. He's still doing all the right things. He's going on the outside. He's dinking it up for players. He's cutting it back. He was doing everything unselfishly to the point where I thought, I want him to get a goal. So I actually moved him to the left. I'm trying to get him on the left so he can cut in and maybe get a shot and combine and have a better chance to score. But it wasn't really happening for him. So I moved him back to the right again. Luckily, he gets the goal, but he's just a brilliant player. Like I said, for him, it wouldn't really have bothered if he scored or not, but it was so nice. And the noise in the stadium was amazing. Forrest had already made an impact in the game, delivering some dangerous balls into the box and showing his usual willingness to work. But the goal, his first of the season, was the crowning moment, a well-struck finish low into the corner that left Zach Hemming no chance. The noise that followed was as loud as anything all season, louder than Champions League nights. After all he's achieved, Forrest still has the knack for delivering when it matters. He'll be looking to help win the treble this season, but he won't be stopping there, already having one eye on next season. In other news, Celtic have partnered with high street giant Primark to launch a new range of official merchandise available in select Glasgow stores. The collaboration doesn't include the club's Adidas kits or training wear, but instead features a line of officially licensed Celtic branded gear. Fans can now pick up a variety of Celtic-themed items. Available in Primark's locations across Glasgow, the range is expected to be popular among supporters looking for affordable, everyday options to show their colours. The move adds another retail outlet for fans to access official products and expands the club's reach beyond traditional sports stores and online platforms. It also continues a growing trend of clubs exploring broader retail partnerships, making their brand more accessible on the high street. The clothes hit the shelves before Celtic travel to Hampden for the Scottish Cup final, with Brendan Rodgers' side aiming to complete a domestic treble. The Hoops have already lifted the Premiership and League Cup this season and are heavy favourites against a Don side that has been off form recently. Aberdeen, however, will be hoping to spring a surprise and end their season on a high. Celtic will be without Rio Hatate through injury, while Paulo Bernardo is expected to start. Victory would mark Celtic's 6th treble in 8 seasons, a staggering achievement. Lastly, Brendan Rodgers has spoken about his return to Celtic, revealing that his decision to come back was rooted in both unfinished business and a deep emotional connection to the club. Speaking ahead of Saturday's Scottish Cup final, Rodgers admitted that the way he left in 2019, when he joined Leicester City mid-season, weighed heavily on him. Fans made their opinions on the move crystal clear, but have slowly come round to the manager again, despite some uneasiness when he joined. While his first spell at the club delivered unprecedented domestic success, he said he never wanted his exit to be the final chapter of his Celtic story. It could very well have been, and his reputation could have remained rock bottom. While he credited Celtic's majority shareholder Dermot Desmond for keeping the door open, he said, "I knew the feeling when I left, and I never wanted that to be my legacy here at Celtic. Growing up as a Celtic guy and had a wonderful first spell here, so for that to be my story, I never really wanted that, and I always wanted to come back. I didn't know when it was going to be. There was never a guarantee, because obviously if people don't want you back, then you're not going to be, but I was very thankful for. I had a really good relationship with Dermot and the board when I was here the first time, and in particular with Dermot, and his confidence and belief in me never wavered. So yeah, I always wanted to come back, and for a multiple of reasons, and obviously one of them being I wanted Celtic to do well in Europe, and I wanted us to bring Celtic into Europe and be respectable and have credibility," he concluded. With the league title secured and the chance to clinch a domestic treble at Hampden, Rodgers could yet carve out a second legacy that goes beyond his first glittering stint. If Celtic get over the line against Aberdeen on Saturday, it'll be Rodgers' 3rd as Celtic boss and the club's 6th in 9 years. He's won 5 out of 6 domestic trophies since his return to Celtic, and his 100% Hampden record still stands strong. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.